PARCA Clinical Section 3.1 covers modality types, modality energy types, image plate, and fluoroscopy. So let's go on to the modality types. Modality types are designated by two-letter codes, and they are as follows. CR is computed radiography, DR is digital radiography, XR is film screen radiography. You will probably never see film X-rays used anymore, but it is still on the test. XR, film screen radiography. XA is X-ray angiography, or what we often think of as interventional radiography is XA. RF, radiographic fluoroscopy. US, ultrasound. IVUS, intravascular ultrasound. IV OCT is intravenous optical coherence tomography. That's primarily used to image eyes. It uses white light. MR is magnetic resonance imaging. NM is nuclear medicine. CT is computed tomography. MG is mammography. PET is positron emission tomography. And SPECT is single photon emission computed tomography. PARCA also wants you to know what the energy types for the modalities are. So, CR, DR, XR, XA, RF, NM, CT, MG, PET, SPECT all use ionizing radiation as their energy type. So, they all use ionizing radiation. They use it in different ways. For example, in CR and DR, X-ray comes out of the X-ray tube. It goes through the patient and into the detector. But in nuke med, the patient is injected with the ionizing radiation, and the radiation comes out of the patient and goes to the detector. So even though it's in different ways, it's all using ionizing radiation of some type. So all of those modalities, ionizing radiation is their energy type. Ultrasound and IVUS use sound as their energy type, sound waves. IV OCT uses white light as its energy type. And MR uses magnetism and radio waves as its energy types. And hopefully you retained all of these energy types and all the specifications from RADI 110, which you took last spring, a year ago, when we went over all of this in detail. The image plate. In computed radiography, when imaging plates are exposed to X-rays or gamma rays, the energy of the incoming radiation is stored in a special phosphor layer. Take that to the reader. Here, PARCA calls it a scanner, but I think most people call it a reader. You put the plate into the machine, and it gets hit with a finely focused laser beam. And when stimulated, that phosphor layer gives off a blue light. And the intensity of that blue light is directly proportional to the amount of radiation it received during exposure. The light is then detected by a photomultiplier tube and converted into a digital signal using an analog digital converter, or ADC. The generated digital X-ray image can then be viewed on a computer monitor and evaluated, and after that the imaging plate is erased using high-intensity white light, and then it can be reused, and that's what an imaging plate is. And last but not least for this section, fluoroscopy. Fluoroscopy is an application where continuous sets of radiographic images are viewed by the radiologist in the form of a movie or a cine. Think MP4, think of a short video clip. That's what fluoroscopy is. It's a short video clip. And this is done when you ingest or inject contrast agents for the patient, like barium sulfate. So either they're drinking the barium, or you wouldn't inject barium, by the way. You would inject iodine-based contrast agents into their veins, and then, in angiography, you can see the veins with that type of contrast. A fluoro unit consists of an image intensifier tube, an X-ray tube, producing an X-ray beam of continuously low milliamperage, milliamperage. Most fluoroscopic images will appear to be reversed as compared with conventional X-rays, and single frame, so-called overhead images are required using standard CR/DR technology. So in a fluoro exam, they're going to use a fluoro unit which has an X-ray tube that produces the X-rays, but they use a very low dose. So they need an image intensifier tube to make the image bright enough to see. And you look at a monitor and watch the fluoroscopy as they're drinking or they're breathing. you want to be able to see the motion in a video, whereas in most x-rays we want to stop all the motion. And then sometimes afterwards they'll take still frame. This PARCA calls it single frame, but really it's just a standard still frame x-ray. You know, an x-ray of the stomach, an x-ray of the intestine, both full of barium or whatever. And that is all about fluoroscopy. Thank you for watching.